For the first time since 2013, in just a few short months, we are going to have the very first standalone James Gunn Superman movie hit theaters. And bro, the more I see about this stuff, the more I'm just not enthusiastic and I have little to no hope. Now, I wanted this to be good. I've talked about this ever since we heard the first bit of information about it. Yeah, I was a little bit upset that Henry Cavill ended up getting the runaround from James Gunn, but, you know, it still could have been good. Okay, they ended up announcing some casting, and it's like, you know, hey, people seem to be fitting the part. It's just ultimately gonna end up coming down to that script, and honestly, we wouldn't know too much about that until it ultimately hit theaters. But to get everybody excited for, you know, a proper Superman film, you know, something that's actually going to be hopeful, something that is going to be maybe a bit of a throwback, as that seems to be a little bit more analogous to the times at hand. No, we're just going to end up getting a James Gunn vanity project that is just going to be stuffed to the brim with modern day-isms. Now, it's probably not going to be as overt as something like, you know, Marvel might put out, okay? Captain Black, Falcon, American Man, or the Marvels, something in that vein. But no. It's going to have the more cringe aspects of what has become popular in culture. So it's going to be painted with that. But then, of course, this is basically going to be a James Gunn biopic with a cape and underwear outside of his tights, because every single thing that we have seen when it comes to the marketing of Superman has been absolutely atrocious. Sponsoring the Puppy Bowl, putting out that goofy ass teaser trailer that was just a bunch of scenes and only showed Superman doing Superman things once over, opening it up, your official trailer with Superman getting his, you know, ass beat, bleeding in the snow, and then he has this overlong, annoying sequence with Krypto, which I'm not against Krypto at all whatsoever. You know, Superman having a little dog, that's one thing, but if it's basically just, oh, James Gunn had a rescue dog that looks exactly like this iteration of Krypto, and yeah, he would constantly bite and pester his owner. Gee, it's so cool that we're gonna get a Superman who is just like some 50-year-old trauma washout. I am just over the moon with that. And then, yeah, to just go back to that trailer where you got the first scene of the movie, just the extended quippy dialogue, Superman screaming at the yellow sun, supposedly healing him. Make that one make sense. But yeah, you want to go ahead and pivot so far from the dark bleakness of the Snyderverse, and what do you show in your first bit of footage? Oh yeah, Superman being strapped down and held down by robots as he's screaming and writhing in pain. Good choice. But yeah, the marketing in that respect when it comes to trailers has been absolutely absurd. And then to talk about the wider DCU, how you're already shuffling things around, how the Authority was supposed to be the next movie, but now that's going to be Supergirl, which if this film doesn't end up performing, do you think that's going to have a good effect on Supergirl? Do you think people are going to go, you know what, just because he fumbled Superman doesn't mean that he can't handle Supergirl incredibly well? It's insane, man. A lot is riding on the success of this film, and like I said, the more I see, the less I think that this is going to be a good Superman film. But it's going to be awfully good marketing for James Gunn himself, because guess what, guys? Everybody loves a James Gunn.
Being a child, I loved the purity of Superman. It was a time when I was starting.
Oh my God, did you know that James Gunn is the director and writer of the Superman? And did you know that he loved Superman? Oh my God, it's his favorite thing because it's James Gunn's favorite superhero. Unless you heard about, you know, what he was talking about back when he was making Guardians of the Galaxy, where he liked more kitsch and niche aspects of the superhero genre. Anyways,
to understand what movies were.
James didn't know that Superman was in his future.
Oh, that's so good, because this is what I want to know about the Superman movie, is that what James Gunn did and didn't know about Superman.
He wasn't sure that that was the one he should be doing. And then he called me one day and he said, I have a way in. I know what I want to talk about.
I had been trying to...
So this is supposed to be hyping up, this is supposed to be, yeah, behind the scenes stuff to work on Superman, but it's just everybody licking James Gunn's bag. Oh, fantastic stuff. It's so great. It's just more pathetic marketing. And then what else? Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, you have Jimmy Olsen, he's finally going to get paid respect, unlike when he got offed in BVS unceremoniously in the desert by the terrorists who shot a bunch of people, but that ended up getting covered up because they lit the bodies on fire, and everybody thought, hey, the way that it was reported was that's Superman, because his laser eyes start people on fire, and he can just spontaneously create bullet holes. Make that one make sense. Snyder's such a visionary, but pales in comparison to the ever more important James Gunn. Because today is the anniversary of Superman's best pal, Jimmy Olsen, and you don't even get a full shot of him. But yeah, his performance, oh man, it's going to knock your socks off, and it's so great because we've talked about this Superman movie that is coming out, and we've read through some of the plot leaks and how absolutely disgusting they are, pointing out how, James Gunn wants to go ahead and put James Gunn's life to the screen so that he can have a Superman James Gunn film for his James Gunn Superman film. So yeah, there's a lot of personal anecdotes that work their way in. But from other people that are out there, oh guys, it's going to be more faithful to the comic books, which at this point in time I would consider to be more of a death knell than it is a boon for any adaptation argument that's out there, because now we're getting to the stuff. Oh hey guys, did you know that, yeah, I don't know why you bigots are complaining about the female Silver Surfer, like Shala Bal was in like 3 comics, ergo it's in the comics, it's more of what you want. Why did nobody come and watch our shitty movie? No, it's because the shit that you're adapting is A, bad, and B, is ever poorly adapted. Not saying you couldn't make a female Silver Surfer work. There's ways that you could do it, but there's also a way that you could tell a James Gunn story. I just don't think wrapping it in the world's most famous superhero is the best way to go about this, because yeah, now there's more aspects of this that's even more cringe. Now, I thought Lex Luthor being a petty beta and throwing his ex-girlfriends into alternate dimensions, that's cringe in and of itself. But there's another dimension that's in here that is even more cringe that is getting exposed, which again just already tears down the character of Lex Luthor, where he's, instead of just being this super genius that can go toe to toe with Superman and best him on multiple different occasions, it just simply makes him into a petty, goofy tyrant. Oh, okay, cool. That's what we're going to do. I thought we hated Jesse Eisenberg's interpretation of Lex Luthor in BVS as the autistic tech nerd. Why are we doing that again? Oh, but he has a bald head, so that's going to be fine. Oh, okay. God damn it, man. This film I wanted this to be good. I really wanted this to be good, but it's just... the more you hear about it, and oh yeah, before we get too far into this stuff, and you might have seen this running around for a little bit, okay, the super shit rumors in James Gunn's Superman are true. I've seen a couple of thumbnails with the whole super shit, hashtag super shit, and that's like, are you guys just, memeing around or something like that? Like, oh, okay, cool, there was another screening or something like that, and now people are just running with the whole, it's not Superman, it's not even James Gunn's Superman, it's just super shit. No, it's an actual plot point in the movie. Holy Christ. Superman plot leaks. James Gunn makes online trolls Superman's new kryptonite. Holy fuck. Tell me, how well did that end up working out for She-Hulk? Tell me how well that ended up working out for Creature Commandos. The little animated gimmick that James Gunn kicked off James Gunn's DCU with, where he animated himself into the show. Holy shit. Are we seriously doing this? Apparently so. A bizarre and rumored plot point from James Gunn's Superman has surfaced online, which claims the Man of Steel gets dragged into the world of cancel culture. Fuck. This is what we want. This is what we want from the quintessential superhero, having to deal with cancel culture. Gee, who else had a run-in with being canceled in recent years? Gee, a name that's just on the tip of my tongue. It's not Clark Kent. Could it be? Oh, we'll get into that. In the leak, it's claimed that James Gunn set up Superman to be battered by social media hate, which apparently makes the Man of Steel feel sad. Holy shit. We're going with this, okay? We're going with the whole Superman's feelings get hurt. Okay. Oh, the people don't like him. Well, he has such a strong moral compass where he's just going to go out there and help people regardless, but he feels sad. He just needs somebody to talk to. This is probably going to be a lead into that also reported 10-minute long dialogue scene between Clark and Lois, which honestly, my favorite parts of my favorite movies involve very long, complicated, and detailed dialogue scenes. It's just, I see what James Gunn is capable of, and I know that is gonna be bad. No, we're not joking. It further claims that James Gunn uses hashtag supershit hashtag in the movie, which trends and damages Superman's image. Holy, how do you write that down and think that's not going to be cringe, that's not going to be memed, that is not going to be in everybody's title for everybody's review of this stuff? Superman is super shit. You better be able to overcome that, because that's a big gamble that has very little upside and massive downside. What the fuck are you doing? But the real twist, Lex Luthor is behind it all, using an army of mutant monkeys at keyboards to flood and troll the internet and tear Superman down. What you are doing the Simpsons meme. This was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. You're actually holy shit, man. Oh my god. Like, there were some stupid things in those previous leaks that we've seen before. Okay, how Jimmy Olsen ends up getting the key to getting Clark after he gets captured in one of these pocket dimensions, ends up getting the information he needs from Mercy Graves, or whoever Lex Luthor's current girlfriend is, because he was sexting with her. Oh my god, this is it really does. It seems so goddamn absurd. But from everything else that we have seen before, please, I do implore you, if you don't believe me for any of the other stuff that I was talking, we went through a bunch of the other leaks that were out there before, okay, where Superman ends up fighting a Bizarro or a bad Superman like in the alternate dimension, how he ends up getting his reputation tarnished by a big misinformation campaign. This slots in perfectly. And then, yeah, Gary Nerdrotic saying that the rumors are true. And yeah, even if you just scroll down to the other examples that are there, okay, for real, yes, not a meme, it's not a joke, that's exactly what it is. But yeah, the rumor comes from My Time to Shine Hello account on X, who we talked about before, and I think they were pretty much bang on in regards to the Captain Black Falcon America Man leaks. So, and then if Gary's gonna back it up, I mean, in the movie, Superman is frustrated by social media backlash. Fuck it, why would Superman care about that stuff? Seriously, it makes no sense. But okay, with the hashtag supershit being mentioned several times as really getting under his skin. This is so cringe, man. Meanwhile, in Alexa's interdimensional world, hundreds of mutant monkeys are shown typing furiously at keyboards, flooding social media with hate against Superman. Fuck, man. As of Monday morning, James Gunn has shot down the rumor on Threads. He's being much less active on social media regarding responding to fans, but Gunn did shoot down recent speculation that Garrett Dillahunt is really playing DCU's a Green Arrow, which, yeah, I seen that one pop up, and it's like, maybe it could be. But yes, in my opinion, and this is where, yeah, we tie it all back together, I could see the rumor being true, as if it is true, it's Gunn's response to how he was canceled at Disney and Marvel Studios over his tweets from years ago. We've seen him integrate his own personal life with crypto. We have seen him draw on personal inspiration, and how the entire marketing campaign behind Superman is all, hey, look, it's James Gunn's Superman. So why on God's green fucking earth wouldn't this be the case? I was so looking forward to this, man. I really wanted it to be good, but no, it's just going to be James Gunn at his absolutely most James Gunny, and get ready for the Snyder Bros to be even more insufferable for James, because the way that this is shaping up, Man of Steel's, what was it, $800 million box office is going to be so far out of reach for this incarnation of Superman. If you thought the release of the Snyder Cut movement was annoying back in 2020, you ain't seen nothing yet. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.